Hi, everybody, and welcome to the 2026 Atlantic AI Summit. I'd like to start by respectfully acknowledging that UNB stands on the unsurrendered and unceded traditional Wolastoqey land, the lands of the Wabanaki. Is this really loud? Because it feels that way to me. Okay. The lands of the Wabanaki people are recognized in a series of peace and friendship treaties to establish an ongoing relationship of peace, friendship, and mutual respect between equal nations. The river that runs by our university is known as the Wolastoq, along which live the Wolastoqey, the people of the beautiful and bountiful river. Today, many know it as the St. John River. So last year, our friends at St. Mary's University hosted the inaugural Atlantic AI Summit in Halifax. If you joined us there, welcome back. And if this is your first summit, we're delighted that you're here in Fredericton at UNB's newly renovated Allison McCain Atrium. And judging by the turnout, I may have been a bit too aggressive with my email campaign because we're actually over capacity, which I'm told is a nice problem to have. So if things get a little crowded for some people in here, if you're not feeling so comfortable, we have an overflow room. It's C11. Our volunteers can direct you over there. You won't miss a thing if you go there. We have our good friends at Aurora Productions that are streaming everything to that room. So whether you're here or there, you won't miss a thing. Okay. Before we get started, I'd like to draw your attention to this slide. While we're very proud to host this year's summit, this event is very much a collaborative effort. It brings together universities, industry, government, community organizations, sponsors, and partners from across Atlantic Canada and beyond. And I think that's one of the things that I love most about this event. No single organization could pull this off alone. So it takes a lot of people working together around a shared vision, and I think this slide really reflects that. We'll have the opportunity to recognize many of these organizations and individuals later on in the evening, but for now we'll get started. Okay, so a quick overview of the evening. We'll hear opening remarks from the Honorable Premier Holt, Acting President Dr. Kathy Wilson, and Vice President of Research, Dr. Dave McKee. We'll have a brief recap of today's student pitch competition from the lovely Sarah Rankin. We'll recognize the recipient of the Smart Skin Emerging Leader in AI Award. You'll hear from the RIDS AI Scientific Director, Scott Bateman. And we'll also recognize our sponsors and partners. Then I'll give you a quick overview of the next 2 days before we all move into the reception up in the foyer. So let's get started. A year ago, this was, I think you're way ahead. There we go. A year ago, this was an idea. 9 months ago, it became a plan. 6 months ago, it became a lot of stress. And 3 months ago, it was pure panic. Tonight, it's real. And if you just take a moment to look across this room, you're going to see people from across Atlantic Canada, and from Boston, and from California, and from Toronto, and from Poland, and beyond. A year ago, I certainly wasn't expecting that. We're going to explore the opportunities. Did I do that? Oh, wow. Okay, sorry. There, okay. We'll explore the opportunities AI presents for Atlantic Canada and the challenges that come with it. But perhaps most importantly is that we're going to spend the next 2 days talking to one another. Because no single university company, government, or researcher is going to determine the future of AI in this region. We're going to have to do it together, and that's why we're here. Tonight's about reconnecting with old friends, meeting new ones, and celebrating the community that has come together around this event. On behalf of the Atlantic AI Summit Organizing Committee, thanks a lot for showing up. So now let's get started. It's my sincere pleasure to introduce the Honorable Susan Holt, Premier of New Brunswick.
I'm going to bring this way down here, and I'm going to stand very far away from the laptop so I don't have to send the slides into a frenzy. Thank you very much, Alok. I appreciate the invitation to be here, and congratulations on the success of your aggressive email campaign to get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people to come to our beautiful little corner of the world. Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue, Galashe Gulpin, welcome to New Brunswick, welcome to Canada, I guess. We've got folks from Poland, from California. I would say welcome to Canada for the folks from Toronto, but we'll say welcome to New Brunswick and welcome to the capital city of New Brunswick, Fredericton. We are thrilled to be the hosts for this second AI Summit and extremely grateful to the leadership. And I don't know where Scott's gone, but the team at the Research Institute for Data Sciences and Artificial Intelligence, the leadership you're showing to bring people together. I love seeing the collection of flags, the collection of logos that make this special, the collaboration between Atlantic provinces, Atlantic universities, bringing in industry and government all together for a truly collaborative event. C'est quelque chose que on est reconnu ici en Atlantique pour notre façon de travailler ensemble parce que nous sommes des bons voisins. And so I think that this really showcases what some people know and love about Atlantic Canada and the Maritimes is that we're all cousins, we all get along, and we're at our best when we're working together on big challenges that face our society and our economy and turning them into opportunities to make people's lives better. And so for me, I want to anchor this in something that I think those of you who are from New Brunswick would know a little bit about us, and that is that we emerged as an IT leader way back when it was more the T, in the telecom days. NBTel, for those of you who are about my vintage or maybe a little older, was a source of innovation for this province because they started doing new and different things. And they kind of coined this idea of New Brunswick as a living lab for telecommunications innovation. And they grew a whole cohort of people in our provincial telecom who were innovators, who have gone on to create some of New Brunswick's most successful technology companies. And so we took that living lab energy, the fact that our province offers you a lot of things that make this a great test case, a great place to pilot and beta test and try new things. And we leveraged that. And we evolved down the road on our technology journey into more recently a position of leadership in cybersecurity. And now New Brunswick is home to the Canadian Institute for Cybersecurity. We have, I can't even wrap my brain around the acronyms for the Center for Additive and Attributive Data Computing. Things that are well beyond my pay grade. Yeah, somebody knows the CADC, whatever that stands for. We have exceptional researchers in cybersecurity, but better than that, we've taken that exceptional research with the innovators in our province and applied it to real world problems, applied it to challenges that we faced. And that's why at this moment, we're growing a cyber defense sector right in time for when Canada needs it most. I am really excited about what's happening in this province right now with our assets at the Cyber Center, a secure facility, with the investments of billions of dollars into base Gagetown. New Brunswick has long been where the Canadian military has been made. A lot of the military call this the home of the Army because they all pass through base Gagetown. But now New Brunswick is going to be the home of the future soldier. And the future soldier trained and built here in our province is not going to be learning to drive the tank. They're going to be learning to operate and work with and reprogram all of the different systems that make that piece of equipment what it needs to be to defend us. And that's leveraging our cyber expertise and now our cyber for defense and our AI capacity that has been growing. Because when you apply artificial intelligence to cybersecurity, we can make systems even more predictive of the threats that might be coming and even more effective at making sure that we are keeping Canadians safe at home and abroad. And I think it's a really exciting time to connect our expertise in cybersecurity, our country's need to modernize defense, and the expertise in AI that has been building out here. So that's one of the areas that I'm looking forward to hearing more about your conversations. Maybe from a more personal perspective, as Premier of this province, my number one priority is making sure that every New Brunswicker has access to the care they need, when they need it, where they need it. Too many New Brunswickers don't have access to primary care right now. And as we look to transform how we deliver care to New Brunswickers, we're leveraging AI. We have deployed artificial intelligence models right in the doctor's office. People here might be familiar with AI scripting tools. That means that they don't have to spend time notating what happened in that consult with their patient. We have a Vitreai, I think it's called, solution that can assess all of those notes as well as patient records and make predictive recommendations for referrals and next schedules and prescriptions. And even more excitingly, we're using a new tool now called Cure AI that can predict and identify lung cancer through models that have been informed. It's really exciting stuff that Horizon has deployed so that we can do early detection of lung cancer. And anyone who's in the healthcare space knows the sooner you detect a cancer, the better you can treat it, the better the outcomes for the patients, the better for the system. And so we lean on folks like you who are doing the work, who are doing the research to help us solve real world problems with the kinds of AI that makes all of our lives better. And so I'm grateful that you're doing this work. I'm really impressed at how this organization and this conference has integrated students into the work and making sure that the people who are coming through and getting the benefit of a world-class education at the University of New Brunswick are integrated all the way through conferences like these with innovation pitches, with application and participation. Pour nous autres, on imagine que la combinaison de nos éducations postsecondaires, l'industrie, le gouvernement et nos plus grands enjeux, il peut être réalisé avec la collaboration et la recherche et l'application de cette recherche. So we see the benefits of the applied research that is being developed here. Our partners, like I know Candace from Research NB is in the room, doing the work to take the research and apply it to these challenges, get industry involved like Dave and his team do so well, so that we can make a real difference in the lives of New Brunswickers, in the lives of Canadians, and in the lives of people all around the world who will benefit from some of the results of conversations that are going to be held here in the next 2 days. So my final pitch to you is that if you have a moment, and I know it is a chock-full program of incredible speakers, keynotes. I don't know if Michael Karch is in the room, but I would love to be here for your session tomorrow. I know it's going to be incredible. If you have a chance to step outside, this is an incredible campus to explore. Downtown Fredericton is a beautiful historical place with delicious food to offer from great restaurants, amazing artisans and others, a beautiful river, the Wooster, that you could walk along. So I hope you'll get a chance to experience our capital city while you're here. J'apprécie énormément que vous avez venu visiter le Nouveau-Brunswick. Congratulations again, Alok and Scott and the team for putting all of this together. I hope you have an excellent conference. Merci beaucoup. Waliwan, Walalan.
So Michael, where are you? Are you surprised to see your face on the screen? Thank you, Premier Holt. It was really appreciated. You touched on so many points that we could really further that conversation. So it was really great. Thanks. Before we continue, I'd like to acknowledge our friends at St. Mary's University. Last year's inaugural Atlantic AI Summit set a very high bar and helped demonstrate what was possible. In many ways, it laid the foundation for what we're doing here tonight. And while it took a great team to bring that event together, the architect and the man who drove that effort was my friend, Dr. Michael Zhang. So, Michael, if you wouldn't mind standing up for a moment, please. Please join me in thanking him. Thanks very much, Michael. Okay, now it's my pleasure to introduce the acting president of the University of New Brunswick, Dr. Kathy Wilson.
I'm worried about putting my notes on this computer because I don't know what's going to happen. We're okay so far. Thanks, Alok, and thanks so much for the work that you've done to bring this from idea to reality. Certainly anything worth doing, and when I look around and see all these people, this was clearly worth doing, involves a modicum of panic. So it was not without a good outcome. Good evening, everybody. It's Premier Holt, UNB Chancellor Wade McLaughlin, President Levy, colleagues from Atlantic Canada and beyond. Welcome to the University of New Brunswick. We're really proud to host this year's event and to build on the momentum from the summit last year that was held in St. Mary's. And I really would also like to extend my sincere thanks to the organizers and partners that have made this summit possible. Certainly bringing together this depth and breadth of experience and making space for multiple perspectives is not an easy task. And it's clear that Scott and Alok and others have been able to accomplish that. And I look forward to what the rest of the summit brings. This Atlantic AI Summit is the flagship gathering for AI, digital innovation, and the future of work. And this year's focus is really about turning potential into progress by accelerating applied AI adoption across sectors and across the region. Achieving this progress depends on, as others have pointed to, collaboration, and across academia, industry, and with government. And this summit exists because of the shared commitment to that kind of collaboration. At UNB, we aim to advance and do advance research and innovation that strengthens our communities and our economy. And we want to really prepare future leaders to choose and use AI capably and responsibly. This work helps organizations, including SMEs, to move beyond experimenting with AI to implementing solutions that deliver real impact. And for small businesses, that can mean automating administrative work, using AI-powered tools to reach customers more efficiently, and turning their data into actionable insights. So in practical terms, AI is enabling growth and productivity without adding significant overhead. We're freeing up time, lowering costs, and helping Atlantic Canadians compete in much larger marketplaces, thus really strengthening our economy. So it's through initiatives like the Research Institute in Data Science and Artificial Intelligence that at UNB we're building the capacity, the partnerships, and the talent needed to support AI adoption across sectors. Atlantic Canada, I believe, stands at a defining moment to lead in applied AI. And Premier Holt has pointed to all the ways and all the possibilities that are currently happening, or some of them in the province. And we want to be able to shape the future world of work and a world that is innovative, inclusive, and remains human-centered. Together, we need to move forward with intention, adopting AI responsibly, investing in skills and lifelong learning, and ensuring that the future we're building creates opportunities for all. Over the next 2 days, I know that this summit will spark a lot of new ideas, partnership, and opportunities. And I really encourage you to engage fully, think boldly and creatively, and I wish you all a wonderful summit.
Thank you, Dr. Wilson. Before we continue, I'd like to recognize the people who've spent the better part of the last year bringing the summit to life. I'd like to ask members of the Atlantic AI Summit Organizing Committee and Conference Services to please remain standing up because events, so stand up and remain standing up, because events like this don't happen on their own. So can I get you all, I can't see very well here, so can I get you all to stand up? Come on. All right. They happen because people are willing to give their time and energy and patience and sometimes their sanity to make these happen. I'd also like to acknowledge my immediate team. Mazabin Nuren, also known as Noor. I'm sure you've seen her name in all the emails. Vicky Babich, Scott Bateman, Stinda Bardemacher, along with Beth Wallace, Anki Fang, and Annette Wetmore from Conference Services. All of these people carried a tremendous amount of weight behind the scenes. So thank you very much for applauding them. And I will now move on to welcome UNB's Vice President of Research, Dr. David McGee.
Thank you, Alok. And like President Wilson, I'll tread carefully here, hopefully not upsetting the computer. So thank you, Alok. I must admit, Premier Holt and President Wilson, you're tough acts to follow. So and thank you both for your kind words and things here. Just before I get started, Kathy, it was nice to hear that your focus of AI is on continuing to be human-centered. I'm from the StarNet generation, and for anybody who doesn't know StarNet, Google it, and you'll see why human-centered or staying human-focused is important. So, good evening, everyone, and thank you all for joining us here this evening. In my role, I'm privileged to see much of our collective activity in creating and sharing new knowledge and the impact of this work. I'm privileged to see our scholars and their research lead our institution, our province, our country, and even our world in a number of areas. The curiosity and expertise of our research community drives innovation in new and often unanticipated directions. Collaboration between researchers within our institution, between institutions, and with community and industry also propels creativity and innovation forward. Together, we can explore the challenging topics facing our world, imagine new futures, and implement innovative solutions for these studies. One of those challenging topics is, of course, the increasing prominence, variety, and application of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and big data. The creation and continued activity of RIDS AI, the lead organizers of this summit, reflects UNB's expertise and leadership in this particular domain. Our community is engaged in groundbreaking research in this area that ranges from curious AI models to assist in physical rehabilitation, to machine learning applications in theoretical chemistry, to using big data to inform policy, to creating synthetic, privacy-preserving data for health research, and still more beyond that. Some of this activity has been driven and facilitated by collaborative partnerships like Data NB's longstanding relationship with the province of New Brunswick, and John Sensinger's Curious AI responding to opportunities developed through close collaboration with the Stan Cassidy Center and other rehabilitation centers. These partnerships are essential for effectively transforming research expertise into innovative solutions from experimentation to implementation. They help us guide research in addressing specific questions and needs and provide crucial, thoughtful, insightful perspectives from those activities working in areas that can benefit from the research findings. The values and importance of research partnerships is something that we very much recognize here at UNB, and it's why I'm heartened to see so many of you here joining us from government, from community, from private sector, and other organizations. I look forward to hearing about the conversations and ideas that emerge from this event and to seeing the results of those conversations in future. I hope that each of you have lots of opportunities over the next 2 days to really engage in those conversations that will hopefully lead you to a better understanding of some of the questions that you can begin to now ask. It's hard to know how AI can help you if we don't know what questions we should be asking or what types of things that AI may be able to assist us in. So hopefully I know that the program is packed, but I know there's also lots of opportunities in breaks and other sessions to really explore and to take those opportunities to meet with those that are here and to share your ideas, share your thoughts, share your concerns, and I would say hopefully learn what to do next week as you go forward from this conference. With that, I want to thank you all for joining us this evening and for the next couple of days. I'm really looking forward to chatting with you and hearing a lot of the sessions that will be planned over the next 2 days. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. McGee. Earlier today, we had the opportunity to watch students pitch AI ideas and solutions, and I have to say the future looks quite hopeful. To provide a brief recap of the Student AI Pitch Competition, please welcome the lovely Sarah Rankin from the Center of Excellence for Digital Innovation.
Thank you, Alok. For those of you who are not familiar with the Center of Excellence for Digital Innovation or my sister centers of excellence, we all work within the Department of Education and Early Childhood Development, supporting our K-12 system by offering experiential learning opportunities to encourage our learners to discover more about what opportunities are here for them in New Brunswick to continue to grow and thrive and keep our province beautiful. This afternoon and this morning, we had 31 students from all across New Brunswick come in and share their projects and their ideas on how they can change the world using artificial intelligence. Themes like climate action were addressed, especially by our first place high school winner, Kirill, who's from St. Malachy's High School, and his project, I have to read it, Time Lags as a data pre-processing technique to optimize wind forecasting. So let that sit for a second. That is a high school student here in New Brunswick. Or our first place middle school winners who addressed mental well-being. They created an AI-powered tool to support their fellow students who are struggling with mental health, with anxiety, and with depression from Dalhousie Regional. And accessibility, like a lovely team of actually our youngest competitors, a team of grade 6 students, also from Dalhousie Regional, who created an AI model to help them communicate with a classmate who has a hearing impairment. This is what I love the most about the work that we get to do here in the province, that this technology is not something that is just being worked on within great institutions like University of New Brunswick. This is happening in our rural schools, in corners of the province, and happening in high schools in some of our largest centers. Obviously, none of this work happens alone, so I really want to give some shout outs to our wonderful partners that made it possible, Brilliant Labs, for working with our students and giving them the tools and the mentorship and the expertise that they need. Thank you to AceNet for providing a workshop for our high school learners and to see the wonderful connections that we're building with AceNet. I'm very excited about our future together. And McCain's as well for supporting our middle level learners, and obviously to the University of New Brunswick as well for helping us and bringing us into the fold and allowing us to be a part of this great event. I have to tell a fun story a little bit too. I'm looking at one of our judges here, Matab. One of the things that we struggled with was just how good all these projects were. And we had to keep reminding people that one of the criteria is not how cute the kid is. As much as that kid was absolutely adorable in his little suit and tie, we do have to make sure that what we're doing aligns with our curriculum, that it aligns with our social development goals, and that we're truly showing our learners that this is a powerful technology that can be used for amazing things, and that chatbots are just this much of that conversation. I want to leave you all with a bit of a call to action, though. These learners will be your students and your employees in the next 5 to 10 years. So I want you, as you go through the next 2 days, really think about what are you doing to be ready for them, because they're ready for you right now. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for that, Sarah. That was great. All right, so while the summit brings together leaders from across sectors, it also recognizes the next generation of talent, as Sarah was just talking about. And they're going to help shape the future of AI. So the Smart Skin Emerging Leader in AI Award does exactly that. To present this year's award, please welcome the Dean of UNB's Faculty of Computer Science, Dr. Luigi Benedicenti, and the CEO of Smart Skin Technologies, Kumaran Thilanagaraja. Did I get it?
Well, it's fantastic to be here, but I will tell you that I had a panic attack a year ago when Scott told me that he wanted to help organize this here. And to use a metaphor that doesn't have eyes with it, I will say that he's knocking it out of the park. So that's fantastic. Thanks to everybody. Well, good evening again, everyone. My name is Luigi Benedicenti, and in fact, I am the Dean of the UNB's Faculty of Computer Science here in Fredericton, and I'm very lucky to stand here this evening because as part of the Atlantic AI Summit kickoff, today we introduce to you something brand new and exciting for students in our faculty. We're talking about the Smart Skin Emerging Leaders in AI Prize, which just launched this year. It is valued at $2,500 and will be awarded annually to a University of New Brunswick Fredericton campus student in the Faculty of Computer Science. The prize recognizes students who have demonstrated high enthusiasm for and the ability to adapt to artificial intelligence in their work and studies. The prize will be awarded based on academic achievement and the submission of a short essay that demonstrates how they have used AI to solve a problem or improve productivity. And this brand new prize is funded by Smart Skin Technologies, and this is the first time, of course, it has been awarded. We're very thankful to Smart Skin Technologies for this new prize, and on behalf of the Faculty of Computer Science, I would like to recognize Smart Skin Technologies that originated right here at UNB, and it is something we are very proud of. And that's represented tonight by Kumaran Thilanagaraja, who is the founder and CTO of Smart Skin, and for approaching us with their desire to support outstanding students in our program. And I think this deserves a round of applause. Now, before we announce the winner, I'm not hogging the microphone, and I would like to ask Kumaran to say a few words.
So it's my pleasure and honor to be here today to hand out the inaugural SmartSkin Leader in Emerging. I should learn the name of our award. Emerging Leader in AI Award. This is the first year, so we'll get it right. To Eunice Larousse. This award recognizes not only your technical accomplishments, but also your initiative, creativity, and thoughtful application of AI. I also want to acknowledge all the other students that sent in really wonderful submissions. We're really inspired by that. And so for those of you who are not familiar with SmartSkin, we're a physical AI company that sells productivity solutions to the largest food, beverage, and pharmaceutical brands in the world. We're in hundreds of plants right now, including the 20 largest pharmaceutical manufacturers, which I recognize it sounds like an incredible accomplishment for a company founded by a student at this university, like in this room. But our ambition is to put our product in thousands of plants around the world. And so to achieve that ambition, we need more young people like you. We created this award because now more than ever, we need more engineers and scientists that are capable of first principles thinking, that are able to harness the power of AI with new perspectives that are unencumbered by traditional norms. This prize is the first time SmartSkin has ever done anything like this, and I really want to thank the university, in particular Luigi, Sonia, Natalie McCartney, who worked with us to very quickly turn this idea in September into a prize in the span of a few months. So we're really excited to continue working with the university to grow this initiative and find new ways to create even bigger impacts in the years ahead. To everyone here today, the future will be shaped by people who are willing to learn, adapt, experiment, and build. The opportunities created by AI are immense, and I can't wait to see what all of you accomplish. To Eunice, a special congratulations once again, and well-deserved recognition.
So Eunice, that's fantastic. Let me say something about you because people need to know. Eunice is actually entering his third year of computer science at the University of New Brunswick, and previously he studied computational and applied mathematics at CPGE Moulay Youssef in Rabat in Morocco. He's an entrepreneur and a systems and AI engineer. He's the founder of Vedova, an AI-powered video platform launched in Fredericton that now serves customers across North America. Alongside his part-time work at the Canadian Institute for Cybersecurity, because he doesn't do enough, Eunice specializes in building high-performance back-end systems and AI applications. And I know that many of you know about that. That's exactly what we need for AI these days. He's earned first-place finishes at multiple international hackathons, including events hosted by Google and AWS, and focuses his work on building practical products with real-world impact. And on behalf of our faculty and SmartSkin Technology, congratulations on this deserved achievement, Eunice Larousse. And if you do this, stay here, and take the picture. Congratulations.
Well done, Eunice. And Luigi, I think I said Dylan Nadaraja a little bit better than you did. Okay, congratulations once again, Eunice. Well done. Before we move on, I'd like to recognize our student volunteers, and I think most of them are next door in the overflow room. So I can't see you, but if you're over there, please stand up. One of the things that really surprised me while we were organizing this summit was the number of students who really wanted to play a part. They wanted to be involved. We had students really reaching out, asking how they could help, volunteering their time and looking for ways to contribute. And to me, that's a really, really great sign. It speaks to the attitude of the youth. It also speaks to the excitement and the curiosity and momentum. I see them in the background, and momentum that exists around AI right now. So you guys come on in. Come on in. Get in here. Come on in. Yeah. So over the past few days, they've helped with setup, they've helped with registration, logistics, troubleshooting, and just about everything else required to make this event run like a well-oiled machine. So please join me in thanking these guys again. Okay. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. All right. Okay. So, to welcome everyone on behalf of RIDS AI, please join me in welcoming my friend and my colleague, RIDS AI Scientific Director, Dr. Scott Bateman.
Okay. And just before I get started, thanks for the acknowledgement, Luigi, but so much credit goes to Alok, really the architect of everything that you'll see over the next few days and tonight. So congratulations, Alok. So good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to welcome you to the Atlantic AI Summit, which, of course, has been mentioned, was originally conceived by the Atlantic AI Consortium. This is our network of 9 public universities across all 4 Atlantic provinces. And the goal of this event is simple, but of course, very important, right? It's to bring together leaders from academia, government, and industry to address the profound changes that artificial intelligence is bringing to our world. At UNB and across the Atlantic AI Consortium, our role remains consistent. We educate, we conduct research, and we have in the past, but increasingly, we work alongside industry, government, and communities to help translate knowledge into impact. University education has always been about more than just teaching tools or particular technologies. It's really about teaching people to think. In a world where information is so abundant, so instantaneous, and increasingly generated by machines, the ability to critically assess, interpret, and act on that information is more important than ever. We're living through a moment where the creation and distribution of information is accelerating, and you've heard this before if you're my age, when the internet started, and then mobile phones, right? Now it's really accelerating at an unprecedented pace. Yet human cognitive capacity has not changed. We're the same as we were 100,000 years ago. This gap between what is available and what we can meaningfully process creates both opportunity and risk. Addressing it will require all of us across sectors to work together. Academia has a central role to play in this effort, not alone, but in partnership. That is exactly why the Atlantic AI Consortium exists, to connect our universities, to align our strengths, and to collaborate more effectively with industry and government. And we've been incredibly encouraged by the level of engagement from industry. The response to today's Academic Business Connector, which again, I'd like to thank Haridas Patel and Dave Kirkpatrick for helping to organize and run that today. But yeah. The response that we saw there to that is just more evidence that organizations across the region, across our region, are eager to innovate, and they're looking to partner with us at universities to do it. Across our institutions, including RIDS AI, we are already seeing meaningful impact. We're developing AI solutions in traditional sectors such as aquaculture, healthcare, transportation, security, forestry, and more, helping traditional industries adapt and compete in the rapidly changing world. At the same time, this success brings a challenge. Demand for collaboration, research, and talent is growing faster than our current capacity to deliver. We have the expertise, we have the students, we have the momentum, but scaling this impact will require continued partnership and investment. The support from our sponsors, which span government, industry, and academia, has made this event possible. So thank you very much for that. And you've provided a strong foundation for what comes next. Important decisions are being made across Atlantic Canada in education, infrastructure, policy, and regulation that will shape how AI affects our society for years to come. We in academia are here to contribute to those conversations and to support them with evidence, expertise, and collaboration. To all of our guests, this was something that was mentioned earlier, but I really do encourage you to connect with the researchers and students and faculty here in particular, right? That's, I think, why we're having these at the universities. In many ways, the members of the Atlantic AI Consortium are uniquely positioned to lead. Together, we're large enough to have world-class expertise across many areas of AI and have experience applying it to many different areas that are relevant to both Atlantic business and governance. But of course, we're also small enough to build partnerships and trust, and the trust required to move quickly. That's right, I said quickly. We can move quickly, but we need the continued support and collaboration from all of you to do it. Over the next few days, you will hear from exceptional leaders across sectors. We have a really outstanding lineup of speakers, panelists, and keynote speakers as well. But just as important as the presentations are the conversations we're going to have together. The future of... It's my mother-in-law. Good. Let me wind up again here. I was really getting to a crescendo here. Outstanding people are here. Okay. So the future of AI in our region is not something any one group can define alone. It's something that we're going to build together. So let's get to it. Thank you very much.
Okay. You want to click for me? Thanks. All right. All right, so I know everyone's anxious to get out and have a drink and have some food. So just bear with us for just a few more minutes. Before we wrap up, I'd like to recognize the organizations whose support helped make this summit possible. Events like this require a tremendous amount of collaboration, and we're fortunate to have partners who really believe in the importance of advancing AI research, innovation, and talent development and adoption across our region. So on behalf of the 2026 Atlantic AI Summit Committee, Organizing Committee, thank you very much for your support. Yeah, sure. Andre Buchumi, are you here? Can you please stand up? I'm getting a lot of people to stand up tonight, but this man is exceptional. And I'm going to tell you why you're all clapping for him. Andre invested an extraordinary amount of time in helping us bring this event together. He answered my questions, provided advice, worked through challenges with me, and was always willing to help, and that included several weekends. Quite simply, we would not have been able to bring the summit to the scale we've achieved without a COA's support and Andre's commitment. So Andre, from my heart, mon frère, merci beaucoup. Hein? Okay. When we were putting the final pieces of this summit together, Sobeys stepped up once again, becoming a luminary sponsor for the second year in a row. Their support helped us finish strong and speaks really to their commitment to innovation and to communities they serve across Atlantic Canada. So please join me in thanking Sobeys for their continued support. Is anyone from Sobeys here in the audience? Stand up, take a stand. Where are you? Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right, so there's plenty more sponsors. We don't have to clap for all of them, so we'll just go through them now. So at the Trailblazer sponsorship level, we had Shred Capital coming in all the way from the west. Thank you, Matt, if you're still here. And your crew. Yes, I know it's not just you, but CGI, MNP Digital, Center of Excellence for Digital Innovation, and Springboard. They were the Trailblazer sponsors. The Vanguard sponsors, as you can see here, were the Vector Institute, Smart Skin Technologies, AMD Ignite, Knowledge Park, Deloitte, and Working New Brunswick, Travail Nouveau-Brunswick. Thank you so much. And we've got a lot of friends. And I can't read it because it's so small, but yeah. Northbound, NBIF, University of Fredericton, CCNB, NB Power, the three faculties of UNB, Engineering, Computer Science, and Science, Digital Nova Scotia, Angry Butterfly, Cape Breton University, the Fredericton Chamber of Commerce, who did so much for getting emails out to everyone, AceNet, AI to Market, Angry Butterfly, MyTex, Sesgwig Software Solutions. Thank you so much for being our friends. It was really, really appreciated, you guys stepping up the way you did. All right. Okay. So the summit schedule. So this is what's happening over the next couple of days. All right. Tomorrow's our longest day. Okay. It starts early, ends a little bit late. We're going to end with start with Dr. Michael Karch, who's a surgeon, innovator, and humanitarian, whose work sits at the intersection of artificial intelligence, ethics, and human responsibility. From there, we'll move on to a full day of panels, presentations, and discussions. We've intentionally really built that tomorrow's day into longer breaks throughout the day. So take advantage of them, as so many other people have said that have come up here to speak. Some of the most valuable conversations at conferences, actually, as you all know, they happen between sessions, not just during them. I'm also going to take a moment to abuse my position as MC for the moment. Misty, are you here? Great. I'm glad you are. I'm not abusing my position because she's my friend, although she is, but because I think it's one of the most important conversations we're going to have all week. My good friend Misty will be tackling a question that doesn't get nearly enough attention. How do we continue to scale I without losing sight of the energy, water, land, and natural systems that make it possible? It's a conversation about constraints, sustainability, and the role AI can play in helping solve the very challenges it may also contribute to. I hope you'll join her for that discussion. Friday is a shorter day, but don't let that fool you. Many of our attendees will be traveling home that afternoon, so we've packed a lot into a relatively short period of time. The breaks are shorter, lunch is boxed, and the pace picks up considerably, so don't wander off too far. We'll begin Friday with Dr. Hossein Ranama, who is flying in tomorrow. He's coming in from MIT. He's the Rogers Chair in AI and Human Creativity, visiting professor at the MIT Media Lab, and founder of Flybits, exploring the future of human AI collaboration. It's a fantastic way to start off our final day. I'd encourage you to explore sessions outside your usual area of interest, meet people you don't already know, and take advantage of having so many different perspectives that are gathered in one place. The full schedule is available online. I think it's on the QR code here as well. And if you're not sure where you should be going, one of our volunteers is happy to help. And one last thing. Scott, you want to come on up here?
Okay, so you may have heard the name Research Institute in Data Science and Artificial Intelligence. And again, thanks to Alok for tonight and giving me the opportunity to tell you about a little change that's coming about. And thank you to everybody who's involved, especially Dr. McGee, who helped us get through this. So this was always meant to be a placeholder. I don't know if anybody's been involved in naming or branding or marketing before, but holy crap, I'm glad it's over, okay? So this was always meant to be a placeholder. We call it RIDS AI. Nobody knows how to say it. It's not been the favorite name of many, many people. So let's get rid of it. There it goes. Okay. Now let's get rid of it. Okay. And we're doing this at the end because it's meant to give you some conversation here, right? Maybe you don't like our new name. I don't know, right? But the new name is about to come in. It's here. It's not changing, at least not on my watch. All right. So here it comes. Aha, DARE. Okay. Yeah. And if you're not applauding, I see some of you not applauding. Then you don't know what our motto is at UNB. Our motto is Dare to be Wise, Sapiria Aude. And so it originates from the Roman poet Horace. The phrase is a call to action, to think for yourself, act with courage, and use knowledge to push society forward. So it's a very appropriate name. Yep. So I will be soliciting positive feedback only during the networking. Do we have anything else to say? Oh, Ayo, are you here? Where did he go? He was here a minute ago. There he is. Okay, so Ayo is one of our student volunteers. He has some sort of social, I don't know, kids do it. He's doing a social marketing thing for us on LinkedIn. And your idea is to get everybody to do what?
Just do a quick video, Atlantic AI Summit 2026.
Yes, but what do we have to do? Anything?
That's what we have to do. So everyone just says at the same time.
At the same
Welcome
time?
to Atlantic AI Summit 2026.
Welcome to the Atlantic AI Summit 2026. We got that? So, do we need to practice?
Yes, one dress we have.
Is this for you?
Yes, mine.
You're going to do it. So look at Ayo, everybody. You can wave, but you have to say on three. Okay, wait a second. I've already forgotten what we're going to say.
Welcome to Atlantic AI Summit 2026.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, and then we'll say it, okay? You ready, Ayo? Get that phone up, man. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You want another one? Okay, one more time. Okay.
So the lights are really bright, so I want to see like hands.
Oh.
In the air. What are you doing?
Okay.
Welcome to Atlantic AI.
Welcome to the Atlantic AI Summit 2026. Do we have it somewhere? I don't know. There's the Atlantic AI Summit up. There it is. There we go. Yeah, it's not exact. Okay. Ready? We're just going to go for it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so thank you, Ayo. Okay, thank you, everybody. Let's go have some wine and beers.